All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can know your ovulation or your fertile period. If you're trying to conceive, listen very carefully. The second most basic thing to know after your menstrual cycle ends is your ovulation or your fertile period. Okay? It's very, very important. So, and that is why in this video, I'm going to make sure I simplify this so that you can get it. I know you've been watching a lot of videos on how to calculate your ovulation period, and at the end of the day, you got confused, right? But in this video, I'm going to simplify it for you, okay? Even if you didn't finish primary school, you will still get it. So, but what I want you to do now is bring out a pen, bring out a jotter, or your notepad or whatever thing you write on, okay? And bring out a calendar and follow me through. So, and if this is your first time on this page, my name is David. I'm a registered fertility nurse specialist. What we do here on this page is to ensure that people get the right information on how they can conceive as soon as possible. We don't just teach you how to conceive, we teach you how you can conceive as soon as possible, okay? So if you've not subscribed to this channel, just try and subscribe, like this video, click on the notification bell, because there are other videos I'm going to be releasing, subsequently, and you don't want to miss it, all right? So now let me show you on the calendar how you can calculate your ovulation or your fertile period. Your ovulation period, they are the days you're meant to release egg from one of your ovaries. Now, ovulation is when you release an egg from one of your ovaries. Do you understand? So you want to know that period in order to increase your chances of conceiving. Now, the first thing to do before you can calculate or before you can know your ovulation or your fertile period is to know your menstrual cycle length. Okay? So let me ask you, what is your menstrual cycle length? Put it in the comment section. Okay? Now, if you don't know your menstrual cycle length or if you don't know how to calculate your menstrual cycle length, I've made a video on this same channel. So I will link it somewhere here. So just go and watch, calculate your menstrual cycle length and come back to this video. Don't rush, okay? We'll wait for you. Now, let's assume your own menstrual cycle length is 27 days, okay? 27 days, all right? To know when you're supposed to be ovulating is very, very simple. All you just have to do is to deduct 14 days from 27. 14 days. If your own cycle length is 30 days, just deduct, press calculator, and deduct 14 from 27, okay? Because if you have your period today, the popular belief is that you've ovulated 14 days ago. That is why we are deducting 14, all right? So if your own cycle length is 27 days, deduct 14. So if you deduct 14, you're going to be having 13 days, all right? So this means that this person with 27 days cycle length is supposed to be ovulating on a cycle day 13. If the answer you got after deducting 14 from your own menstrual cycle length, if the answer is 15, it means that you're supposed to be ovulating on your cycle day 15. If your own is 17, it means that you're supposed to be ovulating on your cycle day 17. But that's not the end. Yes. Now, how do you now know your cycle day 13? How do you locate your cycle day 15 if your own is 15? But our own here is cycle day 13. So how do we now locate cycle day 13 on the calendar? Because cycle day 13 on the calendar is different from the 13th day of May. Don't go and confuse it. Do you understand? So how do we locate our cycle day 13? The first thing you need to do is to locate the first day of your own period. Let's assume the first day of this person's period is 2nd of May. Okay? 2nd of May will be this person's cycle day 1. Do you understand? Are you getting it? 2nd of May will be this person's cycle day 1. 3rd of May will be cycle day 2. 4th of May will be cycle day 3. 5th of May will be cycle day 4. 6th of May will be cycle day 5. Hope you're getting. 7th of May will be cycle day 6. 8th of May will be cycle day 7. 9th of May will be cycle day 8. This will be cycle day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13. This is the cycle day 13 we're looking for. Hope you remember. So this will be cycle day 14. And this will be cycle day 15. And you can continue to label them like that. This will be cycle day 16, 17, and so on. But this is where we are going to, your cycle day 13. Because this is the day you are expected to ovulate. If ovulation were to be a fixed thing, cycle day 13 will fall on the 14th of May for this person, all right? However, so meaning that this person is supposed to ovulate on our cycle day 13. Hope you understand. However, ovulation is not a fixed thing. For the fact that we got cycle day 13 here, doesn't mean that this person must ovulate on our cycle day 13. Yes, ovulation is somebody with bad character, just like you. It doesn't come the day you think it's coming. So ovulation can come 2 days before this person's cycle day 13. It can come a day before cycle day 13. It can come a day after cycle day 13. It can come 2 days after cycle day 13. So what do we now do? You add those 2 days. So you do something we call plus or minus 2. So you add 2 cycle days before cycle day 13 and 2 cycle days after cycle day 13. So 2 cycle days before cycle day 13 will be your cycle day 11, okay, cycle day 12. 2 days before 13, don't forget. 2 days after your cycle day 13 will be cycle day 14 and cycle day 15. Hope you're getting it. If you're not getting it, please just maybe you rewind this video and go back to where you've missed it. Now, if you count these days, you should have 5 days. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your own is 6 days, then you're wrong. But if you can't, you should have 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is your cycle day 11 for this person, cycle day 12, 13, 14, and 15. 5 days. These 5 days are said to be this person's 5 most fertile days. These are the days you're likely to release an egg from one of your ovaries. These are the days, if you meet your husband, you're most likely to get pregnant, all things being equal. Okay? So at this point, this is your 5 most fertile days. Now, however, again, your husband's sperm cell can survive in your body for at least 3 to 5 days after intercourse. Meaning that if you meet your husband today, his sperm cells can still be in your body for at least 3 days, minimum of 3 days. So we also want to take that into consideration in order to know our fertile period, our ovulation window. All right? So basically what you're going to do is to add 3 days before your earliest 5 most fertile days. Our earliest 5 most fertile days here is, cycle day 11. So you add 3 days to it before cycle day 11. So that means you're going to be adding cycle day 10, cycle day 9, and cycle day 8. So what this means is that if you meet your husband starting from cycle day 8, his sperm cell, don't forget, his sperm cell can last for how many days? At least 3 days, but can last up to 5 days. Do you understand? And you meet with him here, then you now ovulate on your cycle day 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sperm cell can still fertilize the egg that is being released here. And that is why we want to take into consideration, the number of days your husband's sperm cells can survive in your body. Hope you're getting me. So this is how to know your ovulation window, ovulation period. So now, at this point, after knowing your fertile window, how do you now know the days you're supposed to meet with your husband? Are you supposed to meet him every day throughout these days? If you meet him every day, that place will tear. So now the question is, how do you now meet him? So usually, this is what I recommend. I recommend starting from your cycle day 8. Okay? You start from your cycle day 8. So if you meet him on your cycle day 8, you can skip cycle day 9 and meet him on your cycle day 10. You can skip 11, meet him on cycle day 12. Skip 13, meet him on cycle day 14. Okay? You can skip 15 and do 16 if you wish. Do you understand? But then, the reason why we are skipping is because, remember, if you meet with your husband on your cycle day 8 and you're supposed to ovulate on cycle day 9, remember you are skipping 9, your husband's sperm cell can still be in your body to fertilize that egg that you're going to release on your cycle day 9. Hope you're getting me. So this is just the simplest way, by which you can know your ovulation or your fertile window. So in case you have any question, in fact, I know you will definitely have a question, just drop it in the comment section, okay? I will try to attend to the questions. So at this point, if you've not liked this video, if you watch this video to this point and you've not liked, what else do you want me to do? So like this video, subscribe to this channel so that you can also get, notified when we drop videos. So in case you find this video helpful, just share. All right? You're welcome.